This character is finally coming to Punishing Gray Raven. Now, if you didn't watch the 4th anniversary live stream for the CN server of Punishing Gray Raven, they did tease a secret character towards the end of that live stream. This character has finally been added into the beta testing server for Punishing Gray Raven, and we're finally getting to see the character in action, see the kit, see the animations, and get our thoughts on them. And that character is Teddy.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Yes, the new adorable DJE girl that is Teddy is coming to Punishing Gray Raven. Now, of course, a lot of the information that's coming out is in Chinese, so we don't have full official translations of everything so far, but we do have a few details that we've been able to get. Now, if you have been stressing about the back-to-back S-rank characters that are going to be coming in Punishing Gray Raven, Teddy is an A-rank character. Yes, that's right.
They're nice.
She's not a uniframe. She is going to be an omniframe that is being brought into PGR. There was some speculation, some rumors and things circulating that she was going to be a uniframe, which could be a big deal considering it's still been over a year since the last uniframe has been added into the game, but she's an A-rank omniframe, which, like, hey, personally, I'm okay with because they still haven't really reworked the uniframe gameplay and how they work in the greater game itself, so I don't see much value in new uniframes coming without that. That's my personal take. Take it or leave it. It is what it is. There is a showcase for the character, which we'll get to in just a moment, but I want to point out a couple things really quick. Now, she is a dark support A-rank, which is a pretty competitive space. Our dark supporting characters right now are Vera Rosen, obviously the best choice, and Selena Capriccio. Selena Capriccio is a farmable S-rank amplifier, and Vera Rosen is another A-rank dark support. By the time this character comes, you are going to have at least one of those two built and you're going to be using on your team. By the time she releases, you're probably going to want to change things up and try out some new characters. She's looking pretty fun so far. On her split here in terms of damage, a few people have pointed out something interesting. One of these translates to dark, but the other one doesn't translate to physical. Now, normally the characters do have a split between their elemental type and physical, but from my understanding, the translation that we're seeing here so far is still currently set to unknown. So we don't actually know what that is. It's probably physical, but there's been some other speculation around it so far. I think one of the funnest theories that I did find came from this tweet from DMX, sound energy. Yeah, it matches the headphones too, so. I mean, I don't know. I would be shocked if all of a sudden they spontaneously added a new element into PGR this late in the game. I think that would be a huge game changer. So I think this is a fun little fan theory, but I don't think it's the case. Personally, I think it's just gonna end up being physical. I'd be shocked if it ended up being anything else, but hey, prove me wrong in the comments. So it's time to take a look at the showcase. Let's go through, let's see what the combat looks like for this character and get a closer look at the in-game model. So our boy Rexlent has dropped some footage here for us of a new beta showcase. Let's check it out. Okay, I will say I love this, like, I don't know, it's almost like a retro future vibe on kind of like the bear paws that she's pulling out, which is very fitting for her character name of being Teddy. Love the effects that are going on there. And love that kind of like that pop art that comes up there. So it looks like this is her ultimate mode from what I could tell, or it's the end of her core passive. It's moving along pretty quick, so it's a little bit hard to track here. That was fun, but I think that was her ultimate. So I'm guessing that was probably some kind of skill. Those are skills we're probably popping off here. Really liking the look of these animations though. Yeah, that's gotta be the burst that's popping off there. Really liking that. This Gabriel fight is also great. You know what this reminds me of? Hold on. Let's see that animation one more time.
Wait a minute!
At this speed, too slow.
Look. I'm not saying it's the same, but that's pretty close. That's a great looking end animation there too. Like, look, just freezing it here for a moment. I gotta say, the model overall looks great. I really like the color palette for it. Loving the like retro future vibe again of the animations and effects that are going along with it. It's got a little bit of that like punk aesthetic too, with some of like that like digital graffiti art that's like popping in. Really liking it. She's a really adorable character. I'll also point out really quick that those headphones on the side of her head, that's her weapon. We're gonna see it a little bit closer up in just a moment here, but that's actually her weapon, which is really interesting. So this is her in the menu. Now I did see on Twitter here some of her idle animations, and this has got to be the cutest idle animation probably in PGR so far. Like, that's adorable. Like, I absolutely love that. It's got great personality along with it. Kuro really has been really on point with the character designs. Look at, holy, absolutely oozing smug there. I'm not someone for to make my profiles anime profile pics, but the smugness level there is absolutely hilarious. Yeah, very adorable, great looking character. So as I said before, the headphones are her weapon. This is her signature 6-star weapon here. They look great. I love the visual effects on them. You're probably not going to see those a ton while you're actively playing, but I do still really like their look overall and think it looks fantastic. And for those of you who are curious, this is what she looks like in the dorm. Her little chibi model here, also looking very cute. Oh, time for head pats. Very cute. I did want to give an honorable shout out here to this new channel I came across called Narushio. They do also have some showcase footage here of Teddy. Normally in the showcases, we don't get to hear the voice of the character, but in their showcase, we actually get to hear it. So let's listen to a little bit here and just check those out. Her voice sounds really familiar, actually. Why do I feel like I've heard that voice before? Oh, that's great. So anyway, if you want to check out the full video, I'll have that linked in the description down below. So look, I know I was kind of memeing there a little bit earlier about some of the animations being very similar to another popular character, but I will say overall, I do think she looks great. Really like the model design, really like the aesthetic. I'm really interested to hear more of like kind of like the active sound effects of the character, like actually in game, which is great. Are you gonna want to use this character? By the time the character comes out, if you're playing right now, by the time they come out, I'm sure you're gonna want to get them and try them out. They're gonna be in A rank, they're gonna be fairly cheap to get, like 110 pull, because the 100% rate up when they come. You're gonna be able to do that. And it'll give you a new character with a new play style to bring in, just another support that you can have in your rotations. And if you haven't bothered to farm Selena Capriccio, like if you're me, then you want a second dark support for teams that you can use in some of the other game modes, then, well, there you go. That's available for you. I'm probably gonna get blasted for still not having Capriccio though. But that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time.